welcome back. We are back in the garden. A few things have happened since the last time I showed you, like the hoop coop. I dumped garden soil in there and then I planted the rest of my cut flower seeds in there. So I have amaranth. I did the rest of some zinnias that I had. And then I also did plant some sunflowers, but they're not pro cut, so I won't be using those in like bouquets or anything. Those will just be for my personal use and just make the garden pretty. Also, if you can see this patch right here, I need to do some more weeding, as well as around the peppers and the tomatoes that have already been planted. But I just wanted to show you, I have some flowers that have been blooming, and then I also want to show you this. Right there and there, right there, right there, all right there, and then there's one over here. Those are all my pro cut sunflowers. They're starting to grow. It's so exciting. This is the lettuce. It's doing so good. Actually, my husband wanted some on his burrito last night, so we just took a little bit of cuttings. But it's so good, so sweet and tender. These are the tomatoes that I planted out a week and a half, a couple weeks ago. And I took a little bit of a risk and planted them out sooner than maybe I should have. I did have to cover them one night just to be on the safe side, but they're actually doing so good and they've grown so much. Here is the trombonzina squash I have growing up and over this hog panel trellis. And here's the other side. They're actually doing really good. I guess today is just a little bit of a garden tour, garden update. I'm excited. So I'm over here in the shade away from the peppers because right now they're in full sun. But I wanted to show you that they were starting to have blossoms or to grow blossoms, and so I just pinched the whole top of it off. It's not going to hurt the plant. It's going to help the plant bush out a little more and produce more peppers. It just it kind of hurt a little because those would have been so good to eat. But so I did 1, 2, 3, 6 of them started to have it, and I'll do the rest as they start producing little flowers. But what's a few peppers now to having more later on. Now let's get back to weeding the big patch that has yet to be weeded. I don't want to do it. Not at all. But it needs to be done so I can plant more stuff in the garden. Let's go. Showing everybody how thick the woods are. And talking to Dad about getting pigs to clean it all out.
Straight through there you can see the road. So when we get the four-wheeler tires, I'll come in here and drag out these cedars. I'll buck them and then we'll drag them out. Those will be fence posts later on, especially that one down there. But we're gonna go through here and just start hammering all these cedars down to the road, and then give the pigs everything within here is your fence line. Run it straight down there, wide enough to get the four-wheeler and a fence in there, and then over and back up the hill like we had before. But contain them in here. This will be the new section, and then that'll give me time to work on this over here, which is nothing but cedars. You can see through there basically. Cutting all these down, fence posting them up. Those are going to be some very heavy fence posts.
That's where we went looking for that coyote.
Yes, it is. So, but I want to get this cleaned out first. This is my area that I had cut with a chainsaw before. So now it's time to just get this cleared, get it wide enough to where we can get a fence ran through there, and we'll do double strand poly wire like we had a couple years ago. We'll train them to that.
Okay.
If not, we can train them to single strand. You know, as long as it's hot. We got a hot deal. So.
Fertilizer.
No,
Dirt looks like fertilizer when it's sprayed. You need a bed.
We want our woods to look like this.
So we have
And
a lot
right
of fence posts.
now,
You see them all?
yeah,
Yeah.
right now the woods
Hey, so
look
take this to the trailer.
like this. Not much room to walk, and a lot of poison ivy.
No.
Making me itchy just standing here. Ugh. So I did get some weeding done in this big patch. Not a lot. It's a hot one today, but a little bit. And then I did get some weeding done by there and there. So it's coming along. It's just this big patches. Just waiting. And then I'll have to go down this line. Okay, so I left the garden for a second because I wanted to come over here and look alongside this shed that we have where we put the logs. I still haven't done anything with this side. This side faces our driveway. Talked about rose bushes, and my husband was like, what about berry bushes? We could still do both or like one of each. But I was also thinking after I get all the grass out, work it in, probably get some more soil to lay in here. I'm thinking about planting these. They're called sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. So these are edible. I know they can go kind of crazy. But I think over here, I mean, they could have full access to this whole area if they wanted to. And they're starting to get eyes on them, so they need to be planted. And this spot gets sun. Is this a good idea? From the research I've done, I mean, they're a good crop to have if we don't eat them. Rabbits can eat them, and we do have a couple rabbits, and we're building a rabbit colony. I don't know where to put them so they could just like be free, and or do I want them to be free? I don't know. So we'll see. But I think they'll be fun. They grow up and they have like yellow flowers, so it'll be pretty whether we eat them or not, or whether we have them as a crop. But I don't know where to put them. We also have this bed over here by this front garden. It's outside the fence behind a kennel that we have set up. I could plant them in that. But I also thought about making this like a tea garden for the boys, because we have apple mint out by our propane tank that they like to pick. But I could get like another mint, a spearmint, a lemon balm, and more stuff that they could pick for tea in this bed. And I think that would be more fun for them. So it's the next day. We didn't finish everything we wanted to yesterday in the garden, but today we let the baby ducks out of the IBC tool in a pool of water, which they like very much. And then those geese back there are very interested because they have those ducks that they think are their babies. So they think these are their babies. And they're just making noise, and then the chickens are out there causing problems. But now I'm just gonna sit here and watch the ducklings. They're so cute. They're probably my favorite. We're gonna have them for egg production because they'll lay all throughout the winter, unlike the chickens will. I don't know my male to female ratio here. The two ducks that I have out there is a male and a female, but they hang out with the geese. And when we bought them, like I said, they didn't lay eggs, and the geese don't lay eggs, so we'll have to figure out a solution there. And maybe, hopefully, the ducks will realize that they're ducks and want to join these ducks. That brings my duck total up to 10. Cute little babies. There comes the other duck. And there goes the chickens. So 4 of them are Welsh Harlequins, and then the other 4 are Welsh Harlequin mixes, I believe. I'm not sure with what, but I don't really care. I think they're cute. And they're having fun. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all next time. Please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you.